I've said a number of times that there's no evidence that any God exists, and invited any Christian to prove me wrong on that count by providing the evidence for the existence of any God, let alone theirs specifically. Of course, nobody's ever offered any evidence, but here's what they have offered. A number of Christians who leave comments on my profile and my videos say something that boils down to, if you first sincerely believe in the Christian God, you'll then see evidence for it. This message is also found on Christian websites that say that you have to first seek their God with your whole heart, and then you will find him. There's even a church not too far from my house silly enough to put it in a poster. Some things have to be believed to be seen, they say. And this brings us to the 12th lie that Christians tell and why they tell it. That some things have to be believed to be seen. The lie is that if you believe in a God, you will then see evidence of it. And this indicates that this God is real. But here are the facts. It is 100% true that if you first sincerely believe in the Christian God, you'll think you see evidence for it everywhere. I know that as well as anyone. I believed in that God for 24 years, and I thought I saw evidence of it everywhere in my life. This, however, is not unique to the Christian God. I have Muslim friends, and they sincerely believe in Allah. They think that they see evidence for Allah everywhere. I know Buddhists who sincerely believe in reincarnation, and Mormons who sincerely believe in planet Kolob, and they think they see evidence for those things too. Isn't that odd? This isn't limited to gods either. There are people who believe in alien abductions, psychic powers, and memories of trauma that happened to them in the womb, or even as eggs before they reached the womb, and they'll tell you about all the evidence they think they see for that too.
That reptilian creature was in my bedroom.
The reality is that if you have an a priori belief in anything, you will think you see evidence of that thing. But this in no way indicates that the thing you believe in actually exists. This is not a way to search for truth. Quite the contrary, believing something exists for no good reason and then seeking to confirm it is one of the best ways to convince yourself of falsehoods. If you make up your mind to believe in something whether or not it's true, you'll think that you find evidence for that thing, whether or not you do. And how then do you tell if something's real? Easy. If you don't convince yourself first, if you don't make up your mind to believe in it a priori, but you see evidence for it anyway, then you know it is real. Remember that evidence is an indication that something is true. So if you already have to be convinced that something is true before you see evidence for it, whatever it is you're seeing, it's not really evidence. This is how we know cars, dogs, gravity, televisions, magnets, radio waves, volcanoes, evolution, fish, haggis, and Japan are real. Because even if we don't hold an a priori belief in them, there is evidence that they exist. Ironically, one of the best demonstrations of this comes from the church itself. In 1632, Galileo published evidence that the Earth revolved around the Sun and not the other way around. The clergy didn't really want to believe in a heliocentric solar system, so they charged him with heresy and placed him under house arrest for the rest of his life. But it didn't matter. The heliocentric solar system and the evidence for it didn't just vanish because they didn't want to believe in it. All the inquisitions, heresy trials, and blind denial in the world makes no difference. They didn't believe in it beforehand, they didn't want to believe in it at all, but the evidence was there anyway. No faith required, no a priori belief required either. In fact, this is one of the best ways to distinguish reality from fantasy. If the evidence for the thing you believe in persists even when you don't want to believe in it, you have good, justifiable reasons to say that this thing is real. However, if the thing in question vanishes when you no longer believe in it, if it's necessary to first believe in this thing before you see any indication that it's real, then it was probably never real in the first place.